Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about brokers that you can use. We're going to talk about, how much you should start with and much more. So let's go. So how much should you start with? Um, that is up to you. Okay, when it comes to forex, you can start with, believe it or not, $10, $100. Okay, but on average, most people start with $500 to $2,000. Okay, if you're trading the indices, you're gonna have to have more money because the leverage is higher. So we're talking about maybe around $1,500 to $2,000 if you want to start with the indices. Forex, you could start with less money, so you can actually start with $500 or $200, whatever the case is. Stock market, most likely you're gonna have to start with $25,000 because they have the PDT rule. The PDT rule is basically a rule where you can't day trade if you don't have $25,000 or more. Okay, so the only way to get around that is having a cash account, and the cash account won't allow you to trade every single day because once you spend money on a stock, the next day your money is not going to be available. It's probably going to take maybe a day or two for your money to be available. So you still can't trade every single day, but you can get around with it, meaning that you can actually make more than 3 day trades per day. So if you don't have $25,000, okay, in the stock market, you can't take more than 3 trades per day. That's crazy, I know, but that's their rule. So one way around that is having a cash account, and the next way around that is having an option account. Okay, I don't really trade options. That's something that you have to just do your own research on. I never really try to trade with options, but that's pretty much the only way you can get around that. Now, cash account, you can still day trade, but to really make sure, please call your broker. So that is pretty much it. Now, when it comes to the forex market, you have unregulated brokers and you have regulated brokers. Now, I like to deal with regulated brokers because they are regulated. Okay, the broker that I like to use is Oanda. I've been using them for a long time. I haven't been really trading forex that much lately, but I've been trading Nasdaq, and I trade that with the futures market. Now, if you want to trade the Nasdaq, the Dow, the US 30, okay, S&P 500. So, if you want to trade those markets, 2 ways to trade those. You're going to either have to have an offshore broker, forex broker, or you're going to have to trade the futures market. Okay, and that's how I do it. I trade the futures market because the futures market in the U.S. is regulated. Now, if you choose an offshore broker, you have to understand they are unregulated. Okay, so let's go to unregulated brokers. Okay, Henko Trade is a broker that a lot of people like, and a lot of people say they are very good with their leverage and everything. Osprey FX is another one a lot of people like, and Hugo's Way. So I only had a Hugo's Way account and Oanda account. I actually opened up a Henko Trade account, but I didn't trade with it yet because I was thinking about trading some Bitcoin with it. And the reason why most people go to offshore brokers is because they allow you to trade with more leverage. Okay, so with Oanda, they give you less leverage. So what is leverage? Leverage is basically extra money the broker gives you to trade. Okay, so you have 50 to 1 leverage, 100 to 1 leverage, 200 to 1, and the more leverage you have, the more money you can trade. With a small account. So a lot of people go to these unregulated brokers, for that reason. But you have to understand they are unregulated. So me personally, I wouldn't put all my money in it. I'll put just a small amount, just in case something happened. But usually, from my experience, I've been doing this for going on 15 years, and these brokers, they usually stay in business for a long time. So a lot of these brokers are looking to make money, so they're not really looking to take your money. But at the end of the day, guys, anything can happen. So that's why you have to be prepared. Okay. Now, I always suggest always go with a regulated broker. But if you want to go with a unregulated broker because you want to use more leverage, you can do that if you want to. But one thing that I didn't like about the unregulated broker is the only way to fund their account, you have to use Bitcoin, which is, annoying sometimes, but it is what it is. So now when it comes to futures, if you trade in indices, trading indices, Nasdaq, US 30, or which is the Dow, you're gonna need a futures broker if you're trading in the US. I use AMP Futures, okay, or you can use Tradeovate, okay. It's up to you. AMP or Tradeovate, okay. Those are the two brokers that's pretty much well known in this industry, so you can use those brokers when it comes to trading the indices. And you can also trade, things like gold, silver, crude oil. You could trade the DAX. You can trade, you can trade all these markets right here. They have a list, a whole bunch of markets you can trade. You can actually trade some forex pairs too. Not all of them, but some forex pairs, right? So that's pretty much it when it comes to futures. Those are the two brokers. And when it comes to stocks, TD Ameritrade, okay, and Interactive Brokers, okay. Interactive Brokers, you're probably gonna need 10,000 minimum to put in your account. And TD Ameritrade, you can fund your account with probably $500 or something like that. And that's pretty much it. So those are the brokers that I use. All right. When it comes to trading the markets, and all these brokers, they will have a demo for you. So a demo is basically a practice account. Okay, you're trading the live markets, but you're using paper money, which is a great thing. Okay, so all these brokers will have a demo account. So make sure you open up a demo account first before you put in any live money, because you want to practice and you want to make sure that you know how to trade before you risk live money. That's the name of the game, guys. After that, when you get good, and then you can switch to live. And when you go live, guys, you want to risk small, all right? The best thing to do is, well, a lot of people say, risk 1% of your account, okay? So if your account is $1,000, 1% of that is $10, okay? So what that does, it allows you to, have, breathing room, okay? So for the most part, you want to risk a small amount. It doesn't, honestly, I when it comes to the 1% rule, I don't really follow it too much. I tell people, listen, risk the smallest you can, even if it's $1, okay? $1, 50 cents, okay? If you can do that, risk that, because you're gonna make mistakes when you go live at first, because that's how it works. When you go live and you make your mistakes, you don't want to make mistakes on a big size. So the reason why I don't like the 1% rule, because if you have a 100K account, because I don't know, let's say you're rich or something like that, and you can afford 100K, and you use the 1% rule, that means that you are risking $1,000 on that 100K account. And mentally, I don't care how rich you are, mentally you can't be comfortable with losing $1,000 just like that. So in my opinion, the 1% rule is good. I'm not going to say it's not good, but honestly, just risk as small as possible, when you go live. That's the way I like it. So that is it, and I will see you guys in the next video.